Good morning.
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Motivational Moment in the morning. I am Porshea Wilkins.
And I am Jarrod Wilkins.
Excited to be with you all on today. Thank you so much for joining us. We are here Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time for 20 minutes of power and inspiration to help you start your day off on time and on time.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Excited about your future. Excited to be with you again. Another broadcast. Listen, we have woken up. You are awake. And you are on top of the dirt, not on the bottom of the dirt. So that's something to be excited about. That's something to be enthused about. That means you still have work and purpose left to accomplish in your life. So we're excited about it. We're getting ready to get started. Let's kick off with some announcements. Before we do that, hey, do me a favor. Do us a favor. Those of you that have been enjoying these episodes, those of you that have been impacted, inspired, and motivated by these episodes, here's what I want you to do. I want you to share the message, number one. I want you to tag some people in this broadcast, number two. And number three, I want you to send this message, this broadcast, to somebody's inbox right now. You'll be assisting us and partnering with us in sharing this information with people all over the world. I mean, we literally, every single week, it's amazing. We're having tens of thousands of people reached through this work. And so we're excited about it. And we're excited to be a partnership and really sharing with each and every one of you VIPs, Vision Impact Partners.
You know what I'm excited about?
What's that, darling?
Tonight.
Yes.
The Purpose Masterclass.
Wow,
is
wow,
be
wow.
Amazing.
Yes, indeed.
It's specifically and exclusively for all of the VIPs, the Vision Impact Partners. And to become a VIP, all you got to do is join the When Dreams Collide group.
Yeah.
It's 100% free, and so we're going to...
Free 99.
Free 99. We're going to unpack and uncover a lot of the things that have to do with purpose, defining your purpose, understanding it, identifying it, and what to do with it. All of those good things that you've been asking yourself and running around in your brain. What do I do? We're going to talk about all of that on tonight, 7 o'clock p.m.
Yes.
Central Standard Time. I have no idea what time that is in your time zone because we have people from all over the world that join us. So just Google it. Okay. But make sure you're there. We're going to be streaming live inside the When Dreams Collide group. Okay.
And only in the When Dreams Collide group.
And only in the When Dreams Collide groups. Make sure you like the When Dreams Collide page on Facebook.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram, When Dreams Collide. Also, this moment right here that we're sharing with you every morning, you can get it when you want it.
That's right.
By going to iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, or on our website, WhenDreamsCollide.com. So you can watch the replays, all of that. So Motivational Moment in the morning on demand.
Absolutely.
So excited.
Yeah, you know what's interesting, and my lovely wife, she has really invested the time to take in, yes indeed, taking our thoughts and our life experiences and putting this course on PowerPoint. So you just won't be seeing or hearing from us. Many of you'll be able to screenshot the actual PowerPoints in terms of what we're teaching on tonight when it comes to purpose. It's phenomenal. So I just want you to be ready for that. You're going to be able to take the notes and really be able to review them and apply them to your life. So it's not going to be a rah-rah session. It's not going to be, it will be high energy because we're excited.
The Lord leads us.
Yeah, it's going to be all of that. But here's what it's going to also be. It's going to be practical, transferable truths that you can take and you can write down and apply to your life. You know, when you went to school, you didn't ask, is your teacher always excited and on fire? You said, is she or he a good teacher, so you can actually learn? And so we pride ourselves on being not just motivational builders, okay? Not motivational speakers. We're not against motivational speakers. I think Zig Ziglar and Les Brown are some of the best to ever do it, and so many others. But we're motivational builders, meaning we're motivated, but we actually construct and build not only projects, but people.
I will also add to that, it's going to be very interactive.
Yes.
Okay. So once we're done teaching, while we're teaching, you can type your questions and all of that on the video. And so the second half of the session is going to be all Q&A.
Yeah.
So whatever questions you have from what we taught or just in general regards to your purpose that you've been thinking about and feeling, you'll be able to ask those questions and we will answer them right there on the spot.
Right there on the spot.
Speaking of on the spot, I can't. I was gonna try to find something cute to say, but I can't.
Oh no.
Oh, if you're watching live, type live. If you're watching a replay, type replay.
Yes.
Let us know what country, city, state, all that good stuff that you're chiming in from. I couldn't find anything to rhyme with spot.
Spot or not. Hot. Drop. Top.
You can get your questions answered on the spot. Speaking of spot, let us drop the intro. No.
She's definitely not a rapper or a rhymer. Y'all pray for her. She's from Hearn, Texas. But anyway, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, kings and queens. Good morning, world changers. Good morning, vision carriers. Good morning, students of excellence. Good morning, family. Good morning, say it with me, VIPs, Vision Impact Partners. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm excited about your future. Yeah, did you hear us this morning? Let me say it again one more time for those of you in the back. I'm excited about your future. That's why I want to talk to you from a thought this morning as you get ready to share this message. Come on, hit share. I gave my all.
All right.
Yes, I gave my all. How in the world did you get here? How in the world is your name synonymous with what you do and what you stand for? Because if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. I gave my all. Listen, I want you to understand, for those of us that are in the process, you have to realize that there can be no promise without the process. In other words, there is no way for you to take the elevators to the top. You must be willing, ready, and able to take the stairs. It was Dr. Martin Luther King that says, faith is taking the first step without seeing the whole staircase. How in the world did it happen? You know, when you look and marvel at many of our sheroes and heroes, people that have made a contribution, an impact in people's lives where their names are still remembered when their bodies have been gone and laid to rest. Right. You look at these individuals from Nelson Mandela to Dr. King to Mother Teresa to Mahatma Gandhi and everybody else in between, and what you can attest to seeing is this words that are equipped on the very canvas of our lives through their words, their actions, and their deeds. I gave my all. That's right. How did I get here? I gave my all. You know, Malcolm Gladwell in his book, Outliers, he says he posed the question, how does a disaster become a master? How does a beginner become a winner? How does a contender become a champion? He writes, it costs 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours of working on your craft. 10,000 hours of developing your gift, of refining your talent and your skill and finding where it fits. He says it takes 10,000 hours. What's it take? I gave my all. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand a quivering thought that even I had to be sobered into reality of, and I want you to write this down. Sometimes, here it is. I'm about to get in trouble because I'm about to confront your belief system. Sometimes your best is not good enough. Oh, Jarrod, what do you mean? I did my best, baby, that's fine. But if a 10 is required and your best is 7, you still won't get it all. Yep. You must give your all. It's no different than if you went to a vending machine and you put some change in the vending machine. You put some change in the vending machine. I want you to hear me very clearly now. If the required cost to get that Coca-Cola, to get that Pepsi-Cola, to get that 7-Up or that Sprite, if it's required that the full change put into the vending machine is $1 and you only have 75 cents, oftentimes you will see that on the screen there's a deficit reminder that you haven't put in enough change. That's right. And maybe this morning you're wondering, maybe this morning you're trying to figure out, you're ravaging in the canvas of your imagination, you're deep diving through the spirit and through your soul. And let me pause parenthetically for those of us that have been putting in change and we still haven't gotten it. Baby, it may take me a little while longer because I'm not willing to sell my soul. I'm willing to put in the required change, whether it takes me a day, whether it takes me a week, whether it takes me a month or a year or even 10. I'm willing to put in the required change where I don't compromise on my core values. I don't compromise on my spirit. I don't want to get to the top at the expense of sabotaging real relationships.
Right.
Let me pause and bring that back one more time. You've heard people say, oh, it's lonely at the top. Yes, always and only lonely at the top. And I want you to write this down and unnerve the enemies. It's only lonely at the top when you sabotage real relationships to get there. That means you get, it's only, let me say it slowly, calmly. Let me bring my voice down in a pastoral tone. It's only lonely at the top when you sabotaged real relationships to get there. Did you hear that?
That's so good.
I don't want to get to the top at the expense of sabotaging and killing and destroying the real people behind me, the real people that care about me, the real people that were there for me, the ones that held my hand and prayed with me, prayed for me and covered me, the ones that didn't have the money but they had my same mindset, the ones that wanted to push me and wanted to cheer for me and wanted to coach me and wanted to be there for me. Maybe they didn't have all the things that I thought I needed, but the people that could give me the truth. I gave my all. See, listen, you're not remembered in life for the best you've given. No, you're not remembered in life because you gave your best.
Nope.
You're only remembered in life when you've given your all.
That's it.
Can I say it this way? The weight of your words is not and are not in your volume. Doesn't matter how loud you speak. It doesn't matter how many sophisticated sentences you can string along. It does not matter any of those superficial things in terms of your life. Listen to me. It doesn't matter your money. Nobody at your funeral, when you're buried and put 6 feet under, is going to remember you because of your Rolls Royce. They're not going to remember you because of your Rolex. They're not going to remember you because of your 10,000, 15,000 square foot home. They're not going to be, you're not going to be remembered because of the stuff you got. You will only be remembered. Oh, God, I hear you. You will only be remembered for the sacrifices you gave.
That's it.
You won't be remembered for the stuff you got, but you will be remembered for the sacrifices you gave. Jarrod, prove it. Well, you remember Nelson Mandela, not because he was a multimillionaire or even because he was the first black president or prime minister of South Africa. You remember him because he sacrificed 27 years of his life. Not his words, but his life in a penitentiary to stand up for what he was willing to lay his life down for. You remember Dr. Martin Luther King, not because he was so eloquent in his speeches or even as deliverable in his messages and sermons as many other preachers. You remember that specific preacher because he was willing to not just march. He was willing not just to receive spit and stones thrown at him, but he was willing to lay his life down for what he lived for. You remember Mother Teresa not because she was a great school teacher. You remember her because she was willing to walk away from what was comfortable to go and stand before a government and a regime that didn't want to change. And a school teacher that stood 5 feet tall was addressing the United Nations, the governments and statesmen and stateswomen with her life.
That's right.
Maybe you didn't understand those people as examples and stories, and maybe you need one final one to just cement this record.
All right.
You remember Jesus.
Sure do.
Oh, God. Whether you believe him to be the Messiah or not, that's a different topic for a different day to debate. But you know the name Jesus not because he was a phenomenal teacher, and he was. Yes. You don't remember Jesus because of just the miracles he performed according to scriptures, and he did. You don't remember Jesus because of any of the things he just did in terms of turning 2 fish and 5 barley loaves of bread and being able to feed the 5,000. You remember him because he was willing to walk down the Via Dolorosa.
That's right.
He was willing to carry his cross with a thorns of crowns on his head. Mm-hmm. He was willing to be hung on the cross, stretched wide and hung upside for what he believed in, a kingdom government he was bringing to earth. My question for you is, if I was to check the tape, if I was to check the tape of your life, not what you're saying, but if I was to look at your tape of the last year, the last 2 years, the last 5 years, if I was to check the tape, could I find you guilty and give you an indictment because of the secret recordings of your life and say, this is a man, this is a woman that can say with complete certainty, I gave my all. I gave my all in that friendship. I gave my all in the marriage. I gave my all in that business. I gave my all. I was willing to give my life. I was willing to sacrifice, late nights and early mornings. I gave my all.
Got to give your all, folks. You got to give your all. He talked about the change in the vending machine, and I hope you guys caught that.
Yeah. The
change that he's talking about is the change in you.
That's right.
The vending machine represents your life. Bless you, baby.
Thank you.
The vending machine represents your dreams.
That's
the vending machine represents your goals. Mm-hmm. You have to put enough change in you.
That's right.
In order to get that.
That's right.
That's the key.
Yeah.
And the challenge with a lot of you, and a lot of us at times, and I've been there before as well, is that you're just not putting in enough.
That's right.
You're saying, I want that.
Mm-hmm.
And some people are sitting here trying to break down the vending machine. Have you ever seen somebody shake the vending machine, kick the vending machine, call the 800 number on the vending machine, get somebody to complain, I need my chips, why you not giving me my chips? Like, no, you didn't put in enough.
Yeah, wow.
In order to get out what was in there.
Wow.
It's in there. You can see it. You can see the dream.
That's good.
You can see the vision. You can see the goal. You can see the husband. You can see the wife. You can see the potential. You can see the house. You can see the car. You can see the business. You can see the people being impacted. Wow. You can see everything you want inside that vending machine. But the only way to get what's in there is for you to put enough change in you.
Wow. In
order to get out what's in there.
Sure.
It starts with you. You have to give your all, people. You have to give your all. Yeah. Now, that does not mean, like he said, sacrificing real relationships.
Oh, my.
It does not mean that. Giving your all. Giving your all means that you are willing to do the work.
That's right.
You're willing to do it when you're tired. Yeah. Oh, you're willing to do it when you're upset.
Yeah. You're
willing to do it when your belief is low.
Yes.
Because we've all had those moments.
Yeah.
You're in the process and you're building something, and then you just have that moment where you're like, I don't know. It happens to all of us, but you're still willing to do the work anyway. You got to give your all.
Yes.
And you have to give your all for the right reasons. If we understood how quickly people forget and stop talking about the dead, we will stop living our lives to please people and pursue things that don't serve us well.
Yeah, yes.
You got to give your all to the right things.
Yeah.
Give your all to the right people.
That's right.
1 Corinthians 15:58, the Amplified version says, therefore, my beloved brothers and sisters, be steadfast, immovable, always excelling in the work of the Lord, always doing your best.
That's it.
And doing more than is needed. Because sometimes your best ain't enough.
It's not.
So you got to do more than is needed. Yeah. Okay? Being continually aware that your labor, even to the point of exhaustion, is in the Lord. It's not wasted.
Not wasted.
Which means it's never without purpose. You can it's safe for you to give your all to what God has told you to do because it's never wasted. It always serves a purpose.
Yes.
Your sacrifices are never in vain.
Right.
It's always necessary to get to the other side, to get to the greater good.
Yeah.
What will your kids remember you for? We make a lot of sacrifices just for them.
Right.
But what are they going to remember you for? Yes, you're a great mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are a great dad.
Yeah.
But I want to challenge you today to go beyond that.
Yeah.
Not what example are you setting? What's in you that you need to get out that you haven't yet?
Mm-hmm.
Have they witnessed you pursuing your dream?
Yeah.
Have they witnessed you pursuing your goal? Because believe it or not, they are paying attention.
Very much so.
I know, kids these days, especially if they have, electronic devices, they can be so stuck in TV and iPads and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But they're paying attention.
Definitely.
It's not what's taught, it's what's caught. Everything that they're not looking at you doing, they're still receiving because it goes directly to their subconscious.
Always.
That's why you'll have people in their 40s and 50s taking the same path as their parents in their profession. Like, man, how did I end up here?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought I was going to do something different because it was in their subconscious.
Very true.
And so if you have a generational track record of not giving your all, you have to break that.
Yeah.
It should end with you.
That's right.
Because if you don't, it's going to keep going. We was watching Ayana Van Zant last night, the recording from this latest episode, and it was a mother and her daughters.
Yeah.
And the youngest daughter was molested by her brother. And so, come to find out, the mom, she was upset at her son for molesting his sister.
Right.
But then, as Ayana unpeeled the layers, she realized her mom, she was also molested. The mom.
Yeah.
The mom was molested. So the mom was molested, and then she found out her son was molested because Ayana asked her, "Why do you think your son did this to his sister?"
Yeah.
And it's because he was molested too.
Yes.
And so he did molested his sister. And so it's generational from one person to the next to the next.
Yeah.
That's an extreme example. That's a painful example.
Very true.
But it's a valid one.
Yes.
Because the same thing applies in business. It applies in relationships.
Yes.
If you grew up in an abusive home, I've seen so many women, especially been connected to my ministry, Straight Talk Woman Talk.
Yeah.
Their mothers were in abusive relationships. Their grandmother may have been the abuser. There's just so much abuse going on that they themselves begin to do it as well.
True.
You have to stop today and realize, what are you giving your all to?
Yeah, wow.
Because whatever you are giving your all to is going to trickle down on your children and those connected to you.
Yeah.
Those that you are assigned to pour into. I'm telling you, sacrifice. You got to make the sacrifice. The dictionary describes sacrifice as the surrender or destruction of something.
Wow.
Destruction of something prized. Okay, so the surrender or destruction of something prized or desirable for the sake of something considered as having a higher or more pressing claim. So you will have to surrender or destroy something prized, something that you value in exchange for something that you believe is more valuable than that.
Yes, yes.
You have to destroy those negative thoughts. You have to destroy that current thinking that has gotten you to this place.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to get you to the next place.
At all.
Okay? You have to destroy that doubt. You have to destroy those patterns that are not healthy for you in order for you to get to that next season in your life.
Yeah.
You have to give your all to this.
Yes.
Now, if you're like, I've been giving my all and I'm not getting results, well, you need to evaluate what all is. You have to define that all.
Yeah.
What is that? Go back, check yourself. I've done this, I've done this, I've done this.
Yeah.
Okay? The goal is this. Has someone else accomplished this thing that I want to do? What did their all look like?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, okay, you compare your all to their all. Okay, are you at least on the same wavelength? Did they do more in a certain area than you? It's so much work involved to giving your all, but that's the only way your name will be remembered.
That's it. That's it.
That's the only way your name will be remembered.
Yeah.
For something that made an imprint, that changed the world, that impacted lives, and changed the paths of so many people. That's the only way, folks.
That's it.
It's not easy.
At all.
It's not a cakewalk. It's not simple. It's not any of those things. It's hard. It's tough. But at the end of the day, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's so worth it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but when it comes to something that I'm really passionate about, I give my all.
Yeah.
I recommend you do too.
When you look at that word sacrifice, and I love what the dictionary said, it said the surrendering. To surrender or
Where is it? Right here.
to surrender.
The surrender or destruction.
I want to hone in on something real quick. sacrifice, the surrender or destruction of something prized. To surrender or to destroy. See, success is not necessarily always about what you should be doing. It's sometimes about what you should not be doing. When I surrender, I sacrifice, to surrender. See, it means, for me, when I interpret that sacrifice, it means it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts to relinquish this thing or this idea or this spot, this place, these people. I've got to sacrifice. It's not a sacrifice, listen to me, unless it hurts. If it doesn't hurt, it's not a sacrifice, it's a temporary inconvenience. And I'm not talking about you giving up temporary inconveniences in this season. I'm saying to you, you must sacrifice so you can get to the next season. It's gotta hurt. Leaving them behind is gonna hurt. Breaking away from that situation, it's going to hurt. Releasing, relinquishing, and realigning is going to hurt.
Right.
But it's that sacrifice that is the seed that will qualify you for this harvest.
That's it.
I gave my all.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight,
Yeah.
Purpose Masterclass.
Woo!
Join us 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
We're going to be streaming live inside the When Dreams Collide group.
Yeah.
Right here on Facebook, okay? So make sure that you join us on tonight for that. We're so excited about it. It's going to be amazing, and everything you think is going to be and more.
Yeah.
All right? So make sure you join us on tonight. Thank you so much for joining us today. We greatly appreciate you guys. Like the When Dreams Collide page here on Facebook.
Yep.
Join the group so
Yes.
you can be a part of the masterclass tonight. Follow us on Instagram at When Dreams Collide, and you can get this moment right here whenever you want it on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, and on our website, whendreamscollide.com. You can watch Motivational Moment in the morning on demand. We love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, God bless you. God bless your families. And God will certainly bless your dreams. Now go and share this message.